Carol Roth here for Goldline. Today we're going to chat about where the next too big to fail might come from. The following content does not constitute financial investment or tax advice. It is being provided for informational purposes only. You should consider any investment based on your own financial position, risk tolerance, and other factors. Please consult your own advisors before making any decision to invest. The Federal Reserve, whose policies have helped destroy your purchasing power and create wealth transfers from Main Street to Wall Street, stands ready to, quote, help you again. They are one of many central banks and governments around the world who are exploring not just any sort of digital currencies, but specifically central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. Now, what the heck is that? Well, if you don't know what a CBDC is, it's merely a digital version of whatever currency the government is already backing with its, quote, full faith. In the US, they're considering replacing or supplementing some of the dollars in your pocket with digital dollars. The reality is, the US doesn't need this. We have plenty of digital payment systems that are quick and effective in transferring money. So the reason to bring to market a digital dollar is far more nefarious, particularly at the retail or public level. The digital dollar is about power and control. While the Fed and government do have a lot of power and control over your money today, there are things they can't do. They can't follow each of your dollars. They may have a general sense of what you earn and what you spend on or invest in, but there's still an arm's length distance between your money and them. With a CBDC, that all goes away. The currency can be programmable at scale with sophisticated technology. They can trace the movement of every single dollar, giving them complete transparency into everything you do. Worse, they can control accessibility to that money. They can program the currency based on their mandates and whims. If they want to push, quote, green policies, they can cut off your payment. Let's say you filled up your gas tank too many times in a month. Or maybe they don't let you go to the ice cream shop more than twice a year, for your health, of course. Well, 10 years ago, that may have sounded more dystopian novel than reality. Between the COVID-related policies and actions in America and the freezing of the Canadian Trucker Freedom Convoy assets over the past couple of years, this is much more a likely reality than a fantasy. People who have the money, control, and power will do everything they can to keep that money, control, and power. Moreover, a CBDC doesn't remove systemic risk. Rather, it creates the ultimate in a too big to fail scenario. Think about it. The more centralized the currency, the larger the scale of the risk. When a digital currency is less centralized, there may be more attacks on the system, but each one is smaller in nature, and any one or a handful of them are not likely to bring an economy to a grinding halt. But once you fully centralize the currency, as would be the case with the CBDC, you've now created too big to fail on a level that makes the Great Recession financial crisis look like child's play. A sophisticated hacker could theoretically bring down an entire economy. Despite the enormous implications for privacy, economic freedom, and economic and national security, the CBDC agenda is picking up steam. But the Fed can't authorize a CBDC without the express approval of Congress. So lawmakers will likely bury that approval as part of a larger set of regulations, which of course they will sell as protecting the consumer. But it won't protect you. It will be the biggest assault on the consumer of all time and signal an end of individual rights as we know them in America. They will tell you not to worry about the digital dollar CBDC. Do the opposite and start planning now. You need to hedge for what's ahead. Now, right now, I'm viewing gold as a hedge on all of these developments. It's very important that if you see gold as an appropriate hedge for you as well, that you buy physical gold. Paper gold will not protect you against these issues that we've been discussing. While nothing's guaranteed, past performance doesn't guarantee anything regarding the future, gold does have a 5,000-year social contract and a wide global acceptance. So much so that central banks have been adding to their reserve stockpiles of gold around the world as well. Gold, as well as other precious metals, including silver, are assets that you can have more control over as the landscape shifts, particularly related to the digital realm. Now, if this seems like a whole lot and you want some help sorting through these issues, please consider giving my friends at Goldline a call. In fact, if you call Goldline at 800-319-9533 or visit goldline.com, they have a special offer for their Betsy Ross Freedom Round, which was designed by me and is exclusively available through Goldline. With a qualified purchase, you get 1 copper Betsy Ross Freedom Round included with every silver one you purchase. Just mention the special offer, 800-319-9533, or goldline.com. Remember, if a government wanted to control how you acted and interacted, push an agenda for the good of society, or exert other control, the easiest way to do that is through money. They are going to try to rig the system so they can have even more control. Do what you can to keep at least part of what you have earned in a form factor that you can control. I'm Carol Roth for Goldline. I'll see you next time. The views and opinions expressed in this video are those of Carol Roth and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of Goldline or its parent company or affiliates. These views and opinions may have been previously disseminated in other media.